Well, a mild one today, but this is not sticking around. We've got some big changes in temperature, more wind, a little bit of snow. In fact, we're going to be in the line of fire for several smaller snowfalls over the next several days. So the latest drought monitor yesterday still shows a large area of extreme drought that includes much of the Twin Cities into southwestern Minnesota, but this is through Tuesday early morning, so this does not include the precipitation from Tuesday's storm. Not that it would completely change this, but it would put a little bit of a dent in because for a change, the heaviest precip actually lined up with much of the extreme and severe drought. In fact, we saw over a ½ inch of liquid equivalent of those 6, 7, 8 inches of snow. So some very good news there. We've got a developing system today that's going to bring us some snow showers, especially for northern Minnesota. And the other thing, a very tight temperature gradient, or pressure gradient, excuse me. See the yellow lines here? Again, these are those pressure lines, and when those are tight, that means you got a big difference in pressure, a lot of wind. So wind advisories for much of central and southern Minnesota. Winter weather advisories for northern and western Minnesota, where they're going to see the most snow, not a lot, 1 to 3 inches, but it's going to blow around. And even the little bit we get, ½ inch or so, will also be blowing around. So moving across northern Minnesota this afternoon, by the evening hours, probably 6, 7, 8 o'clock, expect snow showers in the Twin Cities. Might even start as a mix or a couple sprinkles, and it's going to be a very quick shot. So that's why we're not going to get much. On the lower end, just a quick dusting with, again, some patches of 2 to 3 inch amounts in northern Minnesota. Now, the American model is on the higher end for us here in the southern part of the state, maybe up to 1 inch. It all depends because there are going to be some intense bursts of snow, but they're going to be very narrow bands moving fast. So if we get a couple of those, that could add up quickly, but there's not going to be a whole lot of moisture out there to work with. But it is going to be windy regardless. So again, whatever we get, we'll be whipping around. Wind gusts between 30 and 40 miles an hour, or even a bit higher. This is the European model. Some 50-mile-an-hour gusts. That's what these yellow shaded areas are across south central Minnesota, also along the North Shore. So I think most of us can expect at least 1 or 2 gusts in that 40 to 50 mile per hour range. So definitely windy, and there's some cold coming in with that. So here's the first system. We're kind of running through the several systems ahead. High pressure settles in, a cold sunny day tomorrow, and then warming back up Sunday. And another system Sunday night, a quick clipper is going to clip mainly along the international border. But then Monday morning, another system, a quick one, comes through here as well, colder behind that. And then another quick shot of some snow showers on Wednesday. So we've got several of these systems, and they're all following along the temperature gradient. So that's why we're seeing these big fluctuations in temperature. Here's the cold blast for tomorrow, warmer Sunday, cold retreats, cold comes back Tuesday, Wednesday. And that's important because along the boundaries of these colder and warmer air masses is where these systems move, these quick bouts of snow. So I've kind of overlapped and going back and forth. Snow over the next week versus the average temperature anomaly over the next week. And you can see they kind of line up. On the edge of the cold, that's where you get the snow really adding up. So the next system, Monday morning for us, models really having a hard time with the timing and the amount of moisture, really varying from a few inches possibly in southern Minnesota to nothing. So those are the possibilities. And that's what's difficult, is timing these out and predicting the exact amounts, because any little fluctuation in the temperature or the air mass can move these things around, and they are going to be fast moving. But there is at least the chance of snow basically every other day for the next several. Mild through the rest of today, but that front's going to come through and temperatures will drop quick. A cold Saturday. Wind chills tomorrow morning will be sub-zero statewide. Actual air temperature even 7 to start, but we will have sun. But look at the temperatures already back up to 31 Sunday, Monday. Colder again Tuesday, Wednesday. And again, next best chances of snow showers are Monday and Wednesday.